Today marks 1170th day, sharing lessons I learned and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these lessons will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. My YouTube channel is the journey to better tomorrow. But I thought I never shared really what you're supposed to do to start that journey, any kind of journey. I think that today I want to focus on really 10 things that you need to do to really start this journey of your journey towards better you, improve you. What I like about is that what John C. Maxwell said, that today I do my best, but my best tomorrow will be better. That means that every single day you're able to give all your best, but at the same time you know that that best could be improved. So you're able to be content with your performance, with your effort, because you know that you are doing the best you can. That means you have fulfillment, you have content, you have joy, because you do all the best, and that's what you can do. But at the same time, you know that if you do the best that you can, tomorrow, because of that, you will be better. So today we'll share the things that's really very, very essential to build foundation because, of course, I have transformed myself so many times. I had so many insecurities, so many things that I need to work on, the things that I didn't know how to do, how to communicate properly, how to deal with insecurities, how to work on myself, all those things I needed to really work on. And I'm really happy where I am right now. I still there's so many things to improve: my communication, my leadership, my public speaking, my ability to really build relationships, sales, influence. There's so many things to improve, but at the same time, that journey and being able to see how much you already went is very, very powerful. So today I'll share 10 things that we need to consider when we're starting the journey and how to start the journey. So number one is deep self-discovery, knowing yourself. It's very, very important. And this is a very old example, but it's very, very true. So it means when you know your destination, the first thing what you do always understanding where you're at right now. Because if you want to really create a path, you need to understand where you want to go and where you are. So knowing yourself in a lot of different ways. What are your values? What are your beliefs? What are your aspirations? What are your strengths? What all those things. Now that where you are is not as important where you potentially want to be and how you would love to build yourself. Because sometimes the first thing is that if you do not know what kind of values you really actually have, sometimes is really finding the person that you admire with all your heart and really borrow their values. Okay, how do you make decisions? What kind of values do you have? At that moment, suddenly, I base my decision on this value, and this value, and this value. So that means you can really try out different people with values and say if that value works for you or not. So sometimes that is the first step. Trying yourself, experiment yourself, and really seeing what kind of values is really fully alignment with who you are. So understanding who you are and what kind of person you are, what is your why, what is your reason behind doing everything. It's very powerful. Number two is really creating and crafting unshakable vision. It's so important is really to really create an anchor because I see a vision as an anchor, very powerful anchor. That means it doesn't matter what kind of storm is going to your way. You have such a powerful anchor that vision that doesn't matter what kind of storm is coming to your way because you will be solid. You will be solid. You will not quit. You will not be depressed. You will not complain. You will take ownership, responsibility, accountability. You adjust. You will be persistent. You will have a mindset of I will work on this until I succeed. Now, I truly believe that one of the best anchor in life is faith. But when you have faith, it is the best anchor of all because at that moment, when you have that vision based on the faith, you know that you're not able to move in life with fear and faith at the same time. So you have faith or fear. Which one do you want to choose? For me, it seems that it's always better to have faith. That's why when I have massive fear, I did so many times. I had massive, massive fear. I did it anyway because I have that massive faith. My faith is bigger than my fear. And when I think that when we choose that, when you have that unshakable vision, it's much, much easier to do the things that we are afraid. And if we sometimes could be scared to death, but is still able to do those things because we have unshakable vision. and we anchor our that vision emotionally, logically, and all the other ways. Number three is transform your mindset, transform your perspective. There's a lot of things that you think about your life that is not helping you, is sabotaging you, is holding you back. So that being able to really understand, okay, what kind of limiting beliefs do I have? How I could really cut them out of my life? Because they're very important. We need to move from scarcity to abundance. Start saying, no, I'm not lacking anything, but I'm able to really build something. Okay, what I have and what I need to have and what kind of skill set could I build to really develop. So resourcefulness is one of the important skills to develop. Understand, okay, look, there's never a lack of resources. The only thing that could be lacking is resourcefulness. And if that means that resourcefulness is a skill, that if I'm lacking resourcefulness, so I'm going out and building my resourcefulness. So dismantle all limiting beliefs and start asking the right questions, because we need to understand that when you transform your mindset, you start asking better questions. So that means people say, can I do it? And people who change and transform their mindset start asking, how can I do it? That how is such a massive difference, because can I, it says that yes or no. How can I is already answer is yes, I can do it. Just I don't know the way yet. And that's very important when you start a journey. That means that you don't say that, oh, maybe I will make that journey, maybe or not. No, you said it, I will make that journey. I don't know how long it will take. I don't know how that will look like. I don't know which kind of path it will take, but I will make it happen. Number four is build a foundation of discipline. Discipline. For me, one of the best examples for having discipline is having a keystone habit. So what do I mean by that keystone habit? So it means that how you do one thing, that's how you do everything. So that means when you build consistency and discipline on one very, very important habit, it might be regarding your health, it might be regarding your finances, it might be regarding your some kind of soft skill. So instead, you every single day, you do something that really develops you, improves you, and you feel confident you can really persevere no matter what. At that moment, you're able to really say that I'm amazing with discipline. I'm amazing with consistency. So where I could use that discipline, where I could use that consistency now? Because I love that. I love that, and I loved that from I learned from John C. Maxwell as well. I think from John C. Maxwell, like he said that we do not fall on our goals. We fall on our habits and processes. So what kind of process and systems do you have in place to achieve your goals, to achieve your purpose, to achieve your vision? Because every single vision is supposed to have the process to achieve that. Now, it might be that the process that you have right now is not to achieve the purpose, but achieve the milestone towards that vision. Because sometimes the process with what we need to do today will not allow to achieve that vision, because we need to have those stepping stones towards that. So that means if you want to become a business owner, what kind of skills do I need to develop? So say, okay, I need to develop this one, I need to develop this one, I need to develop this one. So let's start one by one. And that those skill sets are the milestones towards that actually full scale vision. So discipline is very, very important, because we need to master our budgets, energy budget, finance budget, time budget. Because if you don't have discipline, all those budgets will be leaked and will not be able to have enough resources to pursue the vision with all we got. Number five is upgrade your skills and knowledge. Very powerful. So it means if you really want to pursue that journey with all you got, you're not good enough to achieve your vision. And if you're good enough to achieve your vision, that means your vision is so small. So it means when you have that massive vision, sometimes we get scared because we have no idea how we will achieve it. But that is a good thing, because that means it allows us to stretch ourselves to become the person that we need to be to achieve that vision. And that includes knowledge, wisdom, skill sets, everything. Emotional regulation, all those soft skills, all the technical skills that are really required to achieve that vision. So we ask, okay, what do we need to do today, every single day, to really pursue of different skill sets? Because I think that is very, very important to understand that every single day we're supposed to develop some kind of skill set to achieve that vision. Number six is embrace warriors' resilience. And this is very, very important. I think sometimes we underrate how important is resilience, because one thing in life is that every single person will experience difficulties, setbacks, adversities. Some people may be bigger, some people may be less, but every single person will experience it. I think that when you start looking at adversity as an energy, because I said it, adversity is one of the strongest energies. But now, where you will use that energy? You will use that energy to complain, or you will use that energy to really pursue something. Because you can use that adversity energy, that anger, that disappointment, that transform that energy into actions that lead to better results. I truly believe that's why there are so many people who are amazing examples of they went through massive adversity and they use that adversity to achieve massive, incredible results. So, how do you use adversity? Do you use adversity to complain and say, "Oh, poor me," or are you looking and saying, "I will achieve greatness no matter what's coming to my way, and I will share to other people what did they do to really use this adversity for my own benefit." Very powerful. Number 7 is develop high quality relationships. This is very, very important. I think that's, again, I'm used to be very lone wolf. Like, I really used to love to do a lot of things about myself because I love to do it fast. But I realized that, to be honest, relations are the key part of success. Because one thing that I really loved and I learned is that when you have difficulty, when you share it, that splits in half. But if you have success and you share it, it multiplies and tenfolds, hundredfolds when you have really great people to share that. So it means that there's always win massive in difficulties splits in half. Wins in hundredfolds. So when you think about emotional well-being, it's essential to have someone to share with and really pursue those meaningful, nurtured relationships. So we always supposed to seek those high quality relations that really there are people who going exactly the same direction as you do, develop exactly the same way as you do. That's very, very important. Number 8, adopt holistic approach to well-being. This is very important. Again, I think that, again, I used to follow that. So I used to work crazy hours, 16 hours a day. Like, I'm not afraid of work. I'm able to work very hard. But I learned that it's very important to understand that there's other aspects of life. That means it's meaningful relationships. Your most important people in your life. There is health that needs to be taken care of. Now, I understand that it's very great to be obsessive and really go in pursuit because I truly believe about seasons. But we need to understand that when we obsess, when we're really taking massive action, we're not supposed to really sacrifice your values. It might be that something that is very, very valuable for you, and you sacrificing that valuable thing just by trade-offs. Now, it's a very, very important topic, trade-offs. What are you willing to trade off? Because when I think about the long term, when you start to trade off and you start, okay, I'm not willing to trade off this, and I'm willing to trade this. So you start trading the things that is not as valuable, and you use trade-offs only for your own benefit. Number 9 is refine your financial acumen. Refine your financial acumen. I think that this, again, very, very important. Most people who doesn't come from really abundance and wealth, I always find that they need to have refining understanding of what they need to think about money itself. There's a lot of insecurities, the way how they think. We don't want to feel salesy. They want to do sales. We don't want to really give some kind of product. We want to give a lot of free things. But when you understand that money is created by creating a lot of value, and that is where the money is. So how it could become more valuable, that I could really create so much value in the market that people are willing to pay a lot of money for the service that I provide. And it's very interesting that a lot of times when you become so strong, experts in our field, because it's very simple for us, we sometimes have a tendency to really downward our value. So that means people who really doesn't come from abundance, they need to understand and need to really build a relationship with their finances, with understanding of their money, and build financial acumen to achieve that financial success. That because financial success is one thing that really, when you have, the more money you have, the more finance you have, the more resources you have, the more money you're able to allocate to build yourself. Because when you have the right mentors, you can really shortcut success in a very, very fast way. And last one, number 10 that I want to mention is really is very, very important to stay humble. Very important to stay grateful. When you improve, and a lot of times when you think about people who actually want to pursue lifelong learning, not just a sprint for a month, for 2 weeks, or for a day, like sometimes people do like 10 hours of studying, like, oh, I will be successful, and then then 2 weeks no studying, then one day 10 hours of studying, and then again 2 weeks no studying. No, when we pursue that growth, that long-term growth, that means that you will build a lot of wisdom that a lot of people will not be able to relate to. So being able to be humble regarding your wisdom, regarding the experiences, being able to really learn still from every single person, because if you're able to learn from every single person, I love the saying that you're not able to learn everything from one person, but you're able to learn something from every single person. So when you are humble, you still are able to do that. You're able to learn from every single person and be curious and say, okay, what this person is good at? What are his strengths? What are her strengths? What I'm able to learn from this person in front of me? A very great thing. And being grateful to have those opportunities, being grateful and appreciative, and being appreciative that other people are sharing their knowledge, sharing their wisdom, sharing their experiences that you could really take in. Because humble people are able to be grateful, appreciative, and really take in so much more great lessons from other people. And I think that that's sometimes is a secret weapon. Really being able to learn from every single person. So I hope that you reflect as well, like what do you do to really go towards your journey? Maybe you already started your journey towards something, or maybe you want to start a journey, because it might be that this year is the year that you say, okay, is enough. I will find a way to really pursue that journey. And if you really want to pursue a journey in something that you really always wanted, probably one advice that I could give you right now is that find one person. So ask who. This is probably one of the best questions: is who? Who has a lifestyle I want? Who has a vision I want? Who has that? And go and look what they did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, what they are doing right now. Because when you're able to really look into those people who really achieved your success, and you'll follow their footsteps, it's so much easier to achieve that goal, to achieve that vision, to really move through that journey. Because much easier to when you really go to a hike. I love hiking. So when you go to a hike, when you really see the path, it's very easy. You know that that's exactly a good way. When you go outside of the path, now sometimes it's fun, is enjoyable to really go out. When you are professional, when you have the tools, it's fun to go outside of the track of the path and choose your own path. But at the beginning, when you start your journey, I think sometimes it's great to really follow some kind of path to really that you know exactly where you're going. Because when you achieve first success, when you have first success, especially financially, that opens so many doors to really move and choose another journeys. Because when you achieve the one journey, you rest for a second and you move to another mountain top. So I hope you choose one and see you tomorrow.